Texans taking on San Diego.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Here's Reed. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
And no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Second and 7.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They'll look to throw here. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Give him 4 on the carry. That'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, and that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 6 yards away, and the Texans have taken the early lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. An extra point attempt to follow here. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Reed returning. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
26 on the carry.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 110 yards in the score.
One thing I do know, teams in the NFL don't treat this like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. It's been mentioned all week long about going out and getting him the rushing title. He'll see the ball, and he'll see it often.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And to give this time to the tailback. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him, unable to bring him to the ground.
And it's
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right.
McCaffrey trying to escape, but he cannot. They get him in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
This is fielded at the 27.
This is our time.
Our visitors getting set to take over on offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and
back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff looking right. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
We always talk about, we always look for guys with fresh legs down the stretch of a long NFL season. Well, in Week 16, he was AFC Player of the Week, and it looks like he's going to be strong for Week 17 as well.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
For Christian McCaffrey, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and...
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Intercepted.
He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Complete to number 36.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. Set for the 2nd quarter, San Diego in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
At the 16-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's
they'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. This will be caught just inside the 10.
The pass complete to number 81. First and
gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup.
2nd and 3. He's got it. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And his guys have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead now moves to 9-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
Texans 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. But Charles, it's the 2nd quarter. Your team's losing. You're not playing well as the quarterback. But like I said, it's the 2nd quarter. So how worried right now are you?
You're concerned, but you're not panicked because you know there's still an opportunity. No one's excited about his stat line right now. 1 touchdown pass, okay, that's cool. But he's throwing an interception as well. Can he eliminate the mistakes and keep making the positive plays, the good plays? That's what they're looking for from him.
Time to find out if he can do just that. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Extra point attempt to come here. And that makes it a 9-point game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now for the point after. And that will make this a 16-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Their own.
And a look now at the defense as they head back out there onto the field. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up.
They'll set up to throw. Rolling to his left. He'll try and run it.
That's good for a Texans first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
For number 36, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now here's Michael Dixon on, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And he comes back with one complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at their own 46. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now he'll pull it down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up a throw into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 4. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a couple. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Here's 2nd and 8. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
Texans 7.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll get started over at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, and that one getting close to halftime with the Falcons out in front. The Falcons seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game, and it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who have the lead in that one at halftime. Baker Mayfield with a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. The Giants trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
Used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
4 down. Check. 24 is the mic. Rip left.
They'll drop to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
2-yard gain.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Gain on the play.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football, all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Now a handoff looking right, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They'll look to throw on third and goal. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. Fourth and goal from the 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on fourth and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go, and let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
And that will bump the lead up to 26. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
Texans 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Texans back out there and ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
At the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
3 on the carry.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now back to throw.
30-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Back to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
An 8-yard loss. Brings up 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 22. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Against the ball carrier.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Now a handoff here to his running back. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd and 14. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And his kick here is good. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29.
26, Texans 7.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
3 at their 48-yard line.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
24 is the mic. Ricky.
He'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Quarterback sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? All right, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
A good gain of 12 yards that time. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Right back to him on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Another carry for the running back. Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 7.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
Texans 7.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
At their own 22-yard line.
Houston set to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Jamison Crowder. Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's taken on the 25. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Our visitors getting set to take over on offense. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Big Derek Brown making the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for our visitors, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Houston, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.